Who's going? Who's staying? In a moment, Benty will give us his 26-man squad. One player you can't pick is Reece James. Let me read his statement. You can tell me what you think he was thinking when he wrote it. Reece James wrote this. He said, devastated. The minute I injured my knee...
Start again.
Okay, yeah, I'll start again. That's how he wrote it. There's lots of...
I get that.
The minute I injured my knee, I knew the turnaround to make the World Cup would be tight, but I always felt it was possible. I worked harder than I've ever thought I could to give myself the best chance of going, and I truly believed I could help the team. I appreciate there was a risk on both sides, but I was the one willing to take it. Good luck to the boys. I'll be back soon. Stay safe. Oh, he's nicked that. That's for me. He's nicked that. And sending love. Firstly, our heart goes out to Reece James or any player that looks like they're going to be not just a part of the squad, but part of the first 11. Integral part of it.
Playing so well.
And doesn't make it. So our heart goes out to it. It must be awful. So get well soon. What could you read into that? I was the one willing to take the risk. But
that he's fuming that Gareth Southgate would have called him up personally or gone to probably spoke to the medical staff at Chelsea, spoke to Reece himself personally and just said, listen, on this occasion, you've had a serious injury. I'm not going to risk it. We've got more than enough cover in that position. I'd love to take you, but unfortunately, I'm not going to take too many players at a risk, high risk when you've come back from a serious injury. So I'm not going to take you. But listen, keep playing well, keep doing well for Chelsea. Do your rehab, get back playing, and we'll see you in the future and in England squad.
Hard to take, isn't it?
It's horrible to take. I had the same conversation with Roy Hodgson, that where he phoned me, and I get it. I wouldn't have been ready. I'd have been.
Could you have at any way got yourself ready?
I could have got myself ready, but I would have gone into a major tournament playing no games.
But as a player, you would have done that, right?
No, but I tried to. But when when
Roy called you? Who made the call? Him.
He made the call.
Right.
He spoke to the medical staff. But all I'd done up until that point was, I think I was just about to start running in straight lines. Like that is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't do it. With how long to go to the World Cup?
Maybe 4 or 5 weeks.
Okay. I mean, I was going to ask you whether or not you think Reece James genuinely thought he was going to be fit, but you don't know that, right?
Well, he doesn't know that. I mean, I know he's doing all his rehab and he's doing all his work, but I mean, the thing about rehab, right, is when they get you on the grass and they say, right, sprint from A to B, which is a straight line, you do it and you think, but when you run, you're guarded when you run, so you're running, but you're still not running properly, but you're running so there's no pain. And then he goes, all right, run from A to B and then over to C. And then you feel a bit of discomfort, but then you kind of learn to run with that kind of pattern. The discomfort comes when they go run from A to B and then they go, right, I'm going to throw a ball and I want you to just react. So when you react without thinking, that's when something will go. And we won't know that about Reece James until he starts to play games on training.
Do you think, I don't want to use Reece James as an example, but I will, but this is just a generic question. Do you think that a player who's coming back from injury, or I'll even ask you as yourself actually, would you risk injuring yourself further so you come back late in the rest of the season if it meant you had a chance to get fit with England and go to the World Cup?
Stage I was like. If it was like, feel like it was going to be one of my last chance to get to a World Cup, then yeah, you do whatever you can to go to that major tournament. But to be fair to Reece James, and I know he probably doesn't understand that now, but he's got time on his side. He will be an England international for the next decade or so. So he has got plenty of time. But
that doesn't help him today.
Exactly, which I understand.
No, I get it. Right, so you've done your 26-man squad. This is who you think you would take.
Yeah.
Right? What are you looking for?
Yours.
I haven't done one. I was told not to do one in the meeting.
Yeah.
All right. Producer Joe's nodding.
Yeah, I've got my England. This is my. What's that?
What's the matter?
I don't know. I heard a little feedback. But yeah, I would. This is my.
That was me.
This is my 26-man squad, yeah.
Okay, go on then. So 3 goalkeepers. You can take more than 3, can't you? If you want.
I'm not taking any more than that.
I understand why anyone
I probably wanted to
4.
take 2, but 3.
Okay.
Pickford, of course.
Is your number 1?
Yeah.
Right.
Aaron Ramsdale.
Do you want to say it again?
Aaron Ramsdale.
Right.
Nick Pope.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, you know what? I think Nick Pope probably would have...
Dean Henderson?
No. I think Nick Pope would have been probably number 2. But I think after his performances in I think it was the last couple of Nations Leagues where he's weren't great with his feet. Yeah. And there's an argument that I personally think Ramsdale and Pickford with their feet up neck and neck.
You're an Arsenal fan.
Have you not watched his distribution? Okay. Ramsdale's incredible. So they're the 3 goalkeepers.
Incredible. All right.
Right.
Hold on. This is where the shocks start.
Right. So the 2, I'm going to go each position. So I've got a back 4 here. That's not the position I'm playing, but this is the way I've kind of.
So you've got 2 left backs, 2 centre halves, 2 centre halves, 2 right backs.
So right back.
Is that right?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
The 2 right backs.
Yeah.
Kyle Walker and Trent Alexander-Arnold.
No surprise.
Right. The 2 right-sided centre halves. Well, 3. I've got Stones, Dyer, Cody.
Right.
On the other side, I've got Ben White and Fikayo Tomori.
You got no Harry Maguire.
No Harry Maguire.
You're not taking Harry.
I'm not taking Harry Maguire. I know he's been brilliant for England in the past, but you can't take a guy to a major tournament, which is the pinnacle. You're playing against world-class players, and him not play hardly any minutes of football. And when he does play, he gets put up front. Do you know what I mean?
It's a bit harsh, but I know what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? It's bonkers to think that you could do that, get away with it.
Okay.
And then the left backs are Trippier and Shaw. Now Trippier's there, of course, he deserves it.
Okay.
He can play
Go
either.
over your centre halves again for me.
So White, Tomori, Stones, Dyer, Cody.
Okay. So out of those, who do you think you're picking it over Maguire? Cody?
Yeah, or Ben White.
Yeah, well,
Tomori.
Ben White's utility, right? You can play him centre half or right back.
Tomori, Dyer.
Has Ben White ever played a right wing back for Arsenal?
No, just a
right
back. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the back line.
All right.
Do you want me to do that
again? No.
Okay. Right, the midfielders.
You go over at the end, but I've got
the
it in my head.
midfielders.
Yeah.
Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Jordan Henderson. Mason Mount.
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham. James Ward-Prowse. And James Maddison.
Right. Okay. So you haven't got Ward-Prowse in there.
I've got Ward-Prowse in
You
there.
got no Calvin Phillips.
No, hasn't played.
Okay.
Been brilliant for England when he's played.
Yeah.
But again, it's come off the back of a serious injury.
Okay.
Right. So that's Rice, Henderson, Mount, Bellingham, Maddison, Ward-Prowse.
Say that one more time. I think that's pretty good. Say that again.
Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
Jordan Henderson, James Maddison, Mason Mount, Ward-Prowse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got no problems with that.
Cool. Right. This is where it gets interesting. So now on the right-hand side, Foden and Grealish. They're just two there. Foden and Grealish. On the left-hand side, Saka, Sterling, Rashford.
Okay.
Now Rashford's in. His form this season's been very good. I think Gareth knows him, trusts him. And when you look who he's been up against, I mean, people I've left out in the wide areas, the likes of Jadon Sancho, no form. Jared Bowen.
When you say Sancho, no form.
He's not been great this season, has he?
Go on, yeah, go on. He's not.
Name what? Okay, Foden. I mean, there's an argument for Grealish, by the way, but Foden, Grealish,
I know
Saka,
Grealish has to
Sterling,
go because he's something different.
Rashford. Who has Sancho been better than?
No, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Jared Bowen, brilliant last season, hasn't been great this year.
Agree with that.
And then my three centre forwards.
Yeah.
Harry Kane, Callum Wilson, Tammy Abraham.
You're not taking Ivan Toney.
And I feel harsh.
Because I really surprised.
I'm a massive fan of Ivan Toney.
Well, obviously not. You're not taking him.
But the reason why is because...
Why are you taking Tammy over him?
Because he's scored for England. He's got international experience. He plays abroad.
Who are you three? Kane, Tammy and...
Callum Wilson. I mean, the playing abroad, I don't even know why I said that. It means nothing. But I just think Tammy Abraham has been there for England and he scored. Ivan Toney, there would have been a perfect opportunity for Gareth.
If England are 1-0 down with 5 minutes to go and you look to your subs bench and you've got either Toney or Abraham, you'd bring on Abraham.
I would, yeah. Yeah, right now.
Right.
In that international situation, yeah. I love Ivan Toney, but it's one of them where I think if Gareth had given him a few minutes just to see what he was like in that environment, I'd be going. But he didn't. So we're still guessing.
Okay. Read out your squad one more time.
So, Pickford, Ramsdale, Pope, Walker, Trent, Stones, Dyer, Cody, White, Tomori, Trippier, Shaw, Rice, Henderson, Mount, Bellingham, Maddison, Ward-Prowse, Foden, Grealish, Kane, Wilson, Abraham, Saka, Sterling, and Marcus Rashford.
Okay, so the headline is no Sancho, no Toney, no Maguire, no
Is
Phillips.
Sancho even a headline?
No, I'm just saying that the players on the fringe, right?
Yeah. Sancho's... no.
Okay, just quickly as well. People can call up and give us their view on that 03717 223344. Just ever so quickly, I'm asking you on the spot. I don't know if you know the answer. Southgate names his squad tomorrow around about 2 o'clock live on talkSPORT. What players do you think in your squad he won't be taking?
I don't think he'll take Tomori.
Okay.
I don't think he'll take probably Maddison.
That's nuts.
I think they're the only two.
That's nuts. I agree with you. I don't think he'll take Maddison.
I think they're the only two. Tomori and Maddison, which I think is bonkers.
Imagine if he doesn't take James Maddison. Imagine that.
Do you think there's no more he could have done? And again, I know it doesn't comfort him if he doesn't get selected.
He has to select him.
But at least when he looks himself in the mirror, he'll be able to say, I've done everything I can the last couple of seasons to make sure I get on that plane.
Yeah.
And it wasn't good enough, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.